Okay, so thanks everybody for joining and happy Moon Day. So I actually didn't realize it was Moon Day today. But when I booked the session, I was like, yeah, we'll do a wellness yoga, listening to your body. And then this morning I was like, oh wait, it's Moon Day. So I was like, yes, we will get some moon salutations in. So if you haven't done moon salutations before, it's really nice opening. So I would suggest if you could make your mat like that way, but if you don't have the space, that's all right, because we're just going to working a lot on the lengthways of the mat. I'm guessing most of you have done yoga before, but also if you haven't, don't worry. It's very beginner friendly, very accessible. There's different variations that you can take in your own pace. It's nice to see everybody. Okay. And our theme for our practice today was originally wellness yoga of listening. So I remember when I first heard it, and I never picked it up when I actually learned Chinese. So I don't actually speak Chinese, but I did go to Chinese school, which I know a lot of ECA Asians also probably go to Sunday school or went to Chinese school. You can give me a little nod if your camera's on. But I never actually picked it up. But when I did see the character, inside the Chinese character of listen has the character heart and the character ear. So it made me think a lot about yoga, listening to your body and practicing with the heart, as in that you're practicing kindly with your body, compassionately with your body. And so you're present with how your body feels today, not where you want it to look like, or not where it was the last time that you practiced, but you're present with where your physical body is today, and can we be a bit more kinder to our body as we move through the practice, maybe notice and observe what's going on in your mind as you practice. So when you're ready, we're going to start lying down on our backs on our mats. And just take the time to settle on in. So noticing as you start to lie down, how you're feeling today, physically, mentally, emotionally. So an emphasis that this is your practice, so it's important to listen to your body. I'm only here as a guide, as a teacher. I don't know what your body is like today. And if you don't know that either, that's the time to get to know your body a bit better. But taking the guidance of the practice to listen to what feels best for you. If you're not sure what that is, explore the variations. As we take a moment of pause, of stillness, and perhaps noticing when we come into stillness, that's when our mind starts to race, processing maybe the busy day that you've had. And that's quite a natural and normal response, as we're conditioned and usually overstimulated all the time by our phone, by traffic, by our day, by being around people. So when we come to pause, our mind is processing all of that. But can we also teach our brain and our mind to slow down? Instead of reacting to each thought that may pop up, observing that your mind has been distracted. And then we're going to bring it back to the breath. So if it helps, so if you've had a busy day, you might place a hand onto the belly and a hand onto the chest. To feel yourself breathe, breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest. And then all the way out, listening to your breathing, feeling that physical feedback of your breath. And is there space to slow that breath down? as we take the time to arrive. Nice. And there is no rush. Continuing, or if you can, to continue breathing in this pace of breath throughout our practice. Nice. When you are ready, let's start to notice our fingers and toes as we start to wriggle fingers, wriggle toes, and gently rock the head side to side. On your next inhale, let's start to stretch the arms up over the head and stretch the legs, take a full body stretch. Nice. Then go ahead to then collect the knees in as we hug the knees in towards the chest. We're going to gently rock side to side, noticing how that may feel in our body, the back, the hips. Maybe it feels quite nice to roll the knees round in a circle. And then from there, we're going to draw the knees out to the side. As you bring the arms in, holding the ankles. So the arms go through the inside and we're holding the ankles here. If it feels okay, you might start to gently rock side to side, or maybe you stay still. Noticing how your hips feel. What feels nourishing? Does it feel more nourishing to stay still? Does it feel more nourishing to rock side to side? Nice, and if you feel okay there, you might hold the ankles and take the heels up into happy baby pose, gently rocking side to side there. Nice, and taking our last breath in. And from there, let's extend the legs up as we point and flex the feet. Don't worry if you need to keep a soft bend in the knees, you don't have to be straight. And we're just checking in with the legs. What are our legs saying to us as we flex and point the toes, noticing how your back of legs and front of legs respond. That's it. And then taking the feet down, mat width apart. We'll stretch the arms out. If you don't have space to stretch the arms out into a T shape, you might bend the elbows into cactus arms. And we're going to inhale at the center. And then breathing out, I'm going to sway the knees over to the right side. Inhale, knees come back to the center. Then exhale, knees going to sway over to the left. In your own pace and time, like windscreen wipers. Go at your own pace. So going at your own pace might mean that you continue with that flow, inhale, center, exhale to the side. Or it might mean that you stay on the side and indulge in that side stretch. How that you feel in the hips and your thighs. So go at your own pace and do notice if you're swinging and dumping the legs to the side. Can we guide that movement so that we're guiding the transition as well as the arrival of the pose? And when you're ready, you feel even on both sides. Let's start to bring the knees back together, hug the knees in, and if it feels okay, you might lift forehead towards the knees. Starting to hold the back of the thighs, we'll gently rock back and forth. And if that doesn't feel good for you, roll over to the side. And then we'll come up to seated to find a comfortable seat. And that could be cross-legged, that could be legs extended out. Again, just listening to what feels best for your body. Okay, from there, let's shrug the shoulders up. And we're drawing the shoulders down. Shrugging the shoulders up. And drawing the shoulders down. The next time that the shoulders settle, let's stay there. And I'm going to tip the head over to the right side. So I'm going to mirror you guys. I'm going to take a deep breath in, breathing all the way up to belly and chest. Maybe you've got a bit of space to breathe into that collarbone space as well. And so let's take another breath in. And then this time, exhale, we're going to roll the chin down and around, and head now tilts to the other side. Deep breath in. And then we're going to bring that to flow. Exhale, chin rolls down and around. You're going to go at your own pace. So again, going at your own pace. If there's any areas when you're transitioning through that neck roll that feels a bit tender, contracted, tight, if you're halfway through and you think, oh, that feels a bit sore, then feel free to stay there, breathe, and then continue at your own pace. Listening to the tension and spaces in your own body, attending to your neck. Maybe you're feeling those sensations down to the shoulders. Nice. Okay, when you're ready, there is no rush. The next time that the chin rolls down, we're then going to reach the arms forward. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out, reaching a bit more forward so the back is rounded. That's it. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. Holding the palms together. Exhale, let's take it over to the right. Inhale, we come back through center. Exhale over to the other side. Nice. Inhale through center. Exhale, let's bring that right hand down, reach the arm up. We're going to go up first. Really extend through the fingertips. And then exhale, let's look down as you reach the arm up and over. So feeling that stretch through the side. Nice. And we inhale, let's come back through center, palms together. This time, exhale, let's come over towards left. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, let's bring that hand down, reaching the arm up, extend through all 10 or 5 fingertips. And then exhale, reaching over to the side. Just go as low or reaching into that fold as far as it feels good for you. Keeping the elbow bent, shoulder away from you. Nice. And then inhale, let's come back through center. And then let's give it a good shaking. From there, we'll bring ourselves into all fours to tabletop. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. As we spread the fingertips into the floor, knees are stacked underneath the hips, toes flattening the toes onto the mat. And then we're going to inhale, lift the tailbone, broaden the chest. Exhale, round the back, drawing the belly button in. Going at your own pace, no rush. Inhale through to cow pose. Exhale, round into cat. And as you go at your own pace, again, noticing the sensations that you feel through the spine, through the front space of body. Any areas that feel, again, a bit more tight or contracted, maybe you attend to those areas a bit more. And kindly attending to your body, not forcing your way into any stretch that doesn't feel good for you. Nice. And there is no rush. Taking your time, finishing in your cat pose. We're going to then walk the hands back, tuck the toes under. As we walk the hands back, we're going to press through the heels or place the hips down onto the heels so the toes are tucked under. Noticing that stretch through the feet. And then we're going to lift the knees up, take the knees out, coming into a squat position. Nice, if that squat down there doesn't feel too great, then you can feel free to bring yourself up higher. Hands onto the ground for support, arms placed into the knees, deep breath in, deep breath out. Go for one more breath. And then from there, let's inhale, reach the arms up, press through the feet, extend all of it. And exhale, release the hands down. Nice. And then we're going to bring ourselves to the long ways of our mat. If you need to readjust your mat or camera, feel free to do so. So we're setting our mats up for the long ways because we're going to be working along our mat. Okay. When you're ready, we're going to find mountain pose at the center of our mat. Nice, so spreading the fingertips, spreading the toes, feet about hip width. Feel free to close your eyes, noticing your toes spread into the floor, your legs and the stance, so strong through the legs, long through the torso, shoulders relax, active through the fingertips. And noticing your breath as you breathe into belly, breathe into chest. And breathing all the way out, so letting your breath guide your practice. As we arrive in mountain, we're going to slowly work through the moon salutations. I'm going to take the first few rounds slow to progressively pick it up into a one breath flow. So when you're ready, we're just taking the time to connect to that slow breath in and out. We give ourselves time to transition between each pose. On your next inhale, breathe all the way in. And holding the breath at the top if that feels okay. Exhale, let's bring the palms to the center of the chest and opening the eyes, we'll begin. Inhale, let's circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, let's tip over to that right side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, tip over to the left. Inhale, come back through center. I want to step the feet out. And then we're going to have the toes to face out diagonally. We're going to bend the knees, elbows bend into goddess pose. So you're sitting down, sitting the bum back, elbows in line with the shoulders, and when you're strong through the legs. Notice if your knees start to fall in, I'm going to draw the knees out, open up. Strong in goddess, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice. Next inhale, let's straighten the legs, straighten the arms. And that left foot's going to come in, the right foot's going to go all the way in. We're setting ourselves up for triangle, the hips in line with the long ways of your mat. Nice, deep breath in, let's reach forward to that right. Exhale, let's come down into triangle pose. So you might place the hand onto the shin, the palm might be facing the same way that you're facing. Keep working your obliques a bit more. And if you're feeling balanced, you might look up to that raised hand. Nice, deeply breathing in, deeply breathing out. Nice. From there, we want to bring the hands onto the hips, tucking the toes of that back leg, send the heel back so the hips are now facing towards that right foot. That's it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's fold into pyramid pose. So you can choose to keep the hands on the hips, or you can bring the hands to frame the feet. Again, just finding what feels accessible in your practice. Both legs are straight. All right, let's go for a breath in and all the way out. Looking towards that big toe, let's bend that right leg, tucking the back toes as we land the knee down. We're coming into lunge position. If you want to, you might shuffle the knee a little further back to deepen that lunge. And inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hips draw towards the floor. So lengthening is that lifting of the chest, finding that length through the spine. Nice. From there, you might want to watch first, but if you're okay with listening to instructions, maybe that's your challenge, stay listening. So we're going to come onto the tiptoes of both feet. So you're tucking the back toes under, so that left knee has lifted. You're on the tiptoes of both feet and you're going to pivot around and open back up to come into a wide squat. So your left leg is extended out. Your right knee is bent. Your hands are on the ground for support, or you might bring the palms to the center to challenge your balance there. Nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Really nice, everybody. Okay, for those with the palms at center, let's bring the hands down. We're going to walk over towards that left foot. Land in the middle, you're going to slide that leg in. We're in squat pose like we were before. If we can, we're going to bring the palms center, the elbows or the triceps are going to place into the thighs. Inhale to sit up taller. Exhale, if you can, you're having light pressure between the leg and the arms. If this doesn't feel great, you can also come up higher. Use your hands instead. Okay. Nice. From there, let's place the hands down over towards that right foot. You're going to extend the leg out. That's it. And then you're walking over towards the left. We're doing the same thing on the other side. That's it. Breathing there, hands can come onto the ground for support, or you can bring the palms to the center. So it's your right leg is extended out, left knee is bent this time. Nice, so we're doing that same sequence, but we're taking it round. So again, you're going to bring your toes down now. So try to be in the pivot of both toes, and you're going to swing yourself round to pivot to lunge position. That's it. Readjust your back leg if you need to. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Can we lunge the hips towards the ground? From there, let's tuck the back toes and let's shuffle that foot in. The heel draws down, legs straighten, hands on hips or hands on the ground for pyramid pose. Up to you. Deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Nice. From there, let's inhale, lift on up. Tuck the back toes, shuffle that heel in slightly, and then we're opening up into the triangle pose. So now the hips are facing towards the front again. Look forward or look to that raised hand. Nice. Looking towards that big left toe, we inhale, sweep up. Adjust the feet, heels draw in, toes point out. Exhale to goddess pose. Sit the hips back, strong through the arms, elbows in line with shoulders. Breathe. Nice. And then from there, inhale to come up. So you can step or you can jump back through to the center, palms to the center. Nice. So that's the whole sequence. So now we're going to take it over to the left, to the right side. And now you're a bit familiar with the poses. We'll go a little bit quicker. If you do have socks on, feel free to take them off. It'll give you more traction onto the mat. Okay, take a deep breath in with the palms at the center. And a deep breath all the way out, no rush. Your inhale, we stretch the arms up, circle the arms up. Exhale, tipping over toward the left side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale over to the other. Inhale through center. Exhale, step the feet out, adjust the feet. Goddess pose. So heels are in, toes point out. And just so, the reason why is so that when you bend the knees are going to track over the toes. Strong through your goddess pose, like that. Okay, from there, inhale, let's straighten up. Arms straighten, tucking the back toes, send the heel. Point up, left foot all the way out. Inhale, we reach forward. Exhale to triangle pose. And take a deep breath in. Reaching the arms away, and a deep breath out. Perhaps you may slide a bit close to the ground if that's not accessible for you. Maybe it's more of an opening, so you're in plane with your body. Right, hands onto the hips. Tucking the back toes, send the heel back. So now you're starting to face the hips towards that left foot. Exhale, fold to pyramid pose. Hands on the hips or palms or fingertips, frame the feet. Nice. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Inhale, look towards that big toe. Exhale, we're going to send ourselves into lunge position. Back knee lowers onto the floor. Nice. Inhale to lengthen the spine, leading that chest forward. Breathing out, we're sending the hips towards the floor. Nice. So the tricky part here, tucking the toes under your back leg, coming onto the tiptoes of that left leg. And we're going to pivot, 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 round, opening up. Yes, you've all got it. From what I can see. Palms together for balance. Or if you want to challenge your balance, hands onto the ground. For those that feel a bit more warmed up, you can bring your heel, so that left heel onto the ground. It's going to deepen the stretch. Your bum gets close towards the floor. But it's not you, stay onto the tiptoes. Okay, from the deep breath in. Exhale, let's walk the hands to the center. Slide that left leg in, we're at the center. Alasana, squat pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feeling that resistance through legs, through arms. Go for one more breath there. And you can have the heels lifted or on the ground. The next exhale, hands come down. We need to extend that right leg out. So you transition, slide to the other side. Again, palm center, hands to the ground. Entirely up to you. And then deep breath in. Exhale, let's start to pivot round. So you go onto the toes. Lunge position. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the back toes, step that heel down, hands on hips, hands frame the feet, pyramid pose. The body remembers it from our last sequence. Deep breath in to lengthen, breathing out to fold. Nice. From there, you can tuck the back toes, shuffle the heel in so the hips start to open up and stretch the arms out. Triangle pose. And that's it. And then looking down towards the toes, bend the knees, inhale, come up. Exhale, pivot the feet, goddess pose. Deep breath in, breathing out. On your next inhale, you may want to step or jump back to the center. Nice. Okay, so now you should be a bit more familiar with the sequence. We're going to take it through flow and do one breath at a time, so a bit more flowy through. Feel free to de-layer, or again, if you've got your socks on, feel free to take them off. So on your right side and your left. So palms at the center. Take a deep breath in, steady your breath. So the longer that you breathe in and out, it's going to leave you longer to transition and between each pose. Next inhale, holding the breath at the top. Exhale, breathing all the way out. And we inhale, let's circle, stretch those arms up. Feel free to look up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, set the feet up. Goddess pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, straighten up. Send the feet to triangle. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, down into triangle. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands on hips, send that back heel out. Hips square towards the front leg. Next, exhale, tucking the back toes, landing yourself into lunge pose. Deep breath in. Breathing out, we transition to pivot round. Squat pose with the leg out. Nice. Exhale, walk through to center, slide the leg in. We're in squat pose. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, draw in the legs out. Nice. Inhale, place the hands down, send the leg out. Exhale, we walk over towards that left corner or left side. That's it. Exhale, pivot round to lunge. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck the toes, stepping into pyramid pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck that back heel in, open up, triangle pose. This time, the next inhale, we're gonna rise up, pivot the feet. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, jump or step back through to the center. Nice. One last round onto the left. Deep breath in. Deep breath all the way out. Feel free, if you want to, close the eyes, maybe open and close the eyes, and really tune into this last round. So we listen to the body, maybe flow a bit more. There might be points where you need to balance, so you can open your eyes if you want to. Okay, inhale, we're gonna hold that breath at the top. Breathing out, relax the shoulders, release the hands. Inhale to sweep the arms up. Exhale over to left side. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale through to the center. Exhale, step the feet out, goddess pose, so readjust your feet. Deep breath in. Exhale, straighten legs and arms. Set up a triangle. Inhale, we reach forward. Exhale to triangle pose. Deep breath in. Tuck the back heel, send the heel back. Pyramid pose. We're shifting the hips towards that left foot. Next, exhale, tucking the back toes, send yourself into lunge position. Exhale, pivot round, opening up into that wide leg squat. Nice. Exhale, bring the hands down as you pivot back to squat at the center. Deep breath in to lengthen. Breathing out to send the knees out. Inhale, place the hands down, send the leg out. Exhale, we come back into that wild leg squat on the other side. Exhale to pivot into lunge. Exhale to bring yourself into pyramid. You tuck the back toes, land the heel, pyramid pose. Exhale, shuffle that heel in, open up the hips, triangle pose. Nice, and then your next inhale, look down towards the toes, rise on up. Exhale, goddess pose, elbows bend. Nice. Next inhale, feel free to step or jump back through to the center. Nice. And relax the arms, feel free to close the eyes. Check and tune in, noticing how you're feeling right now. So we're revisiting mountain where we arrived when we began our standing sequence. Listening in to the pace of your breath. Perhaps you can feel your heart beating. Perhaps you can tune into any spaces and areas in your body that you discovered through the practice, or that feel a bit more spacious after stretching. And how do you feel right now? Nice, and there is no rush at all. Your next inhale, we're going to take the arms up. Feet are about hip width if they're not already. Exhale, we're going to fold forwards, bend the knees, let the head hang heavy. Coming into ragdoll where the arms can hang heavy, the arms can fold. Or if that's too intense, you can bend the elbows and place the elbows onto the knees. Let the head go heavy, and it might feel quite nice to gently nod the head up, down, side, side, listening to how your body feels in that inversion. Is there anywhere that you can let go just a little bit more? Really nice. And last breath there, no rush. From there, let's inhale, slowly roll up, head comes up last. And the head comes up, you can shrug the shoulders up, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. Feel free to give it a little shake out. And then however you like, we're going to bring ourselves down onto the mat. So if you want to take a flow, and inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, fold to downward dog. If that's in your practice, feel free to do so. But I'm just going to bring myself to sit down, so you're also welcome to do that too. It's entirely up to you. Nice, and those that were taking a flow, just start to bring your knees down. And we'll bring the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the side. So we're going to meet in founder angle. From there, you can bring the feet in closer, you can bring the feet out further away. And we're going to inhale, lift the chest, shoulders move away from the ears. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. So that might be your limit. You might be there. So I'll just change in a different angle. Or you might fold a little more. You might use your elbows to draw the knees out to the side. So it's an inhale to lengthen, and then an exhale to fold, using your elbows to draw the knees down. Follow at your own pace. Nice, can keep the chest broad. Just notice if you're rounding, can you keep the chest broad as you move at your own pace. And let's go for one more breath. And then your next inhale, guiding yourself up. Give the legs a good shake out in front of you. And then from there, taking that right leg in, left leg all the way to extend out. Again, we're still working the lengthways unless you've got space, then feel free to work whichever way you like to on the mat. Nice. Inhale, I'm going to reach the arms up. Exhale, I'm going to bring that left hand down. I'm going to reach over. So inhale, open the chest to rotate up to the ceiling. Exhale to reach over to the side. Notice if that shoulder is creeping up to the ears. Can we bend that left arm to support us? Nice, deep breath in. Open the chest. Breathing out to the side. So that may look different for you. You might be more up here. You might even be lower down. For those that can touch their toes, feel free to touch their toes. But I don't want you to force anything. You need to listen to where your body is today, not where you want it to be. And deeply breathe in. When you breathe out, is there a bit more space for you to go into that stretch a little more? Nice. Okay, inhale. We come back through center. Let's reach both arms up. And then we're going to take that left hand onto the right knee and the other hand sits just behind you. That might look a bit like this. And then we inhale to sit up tall. Breathing out, you're going to use the hand onto the leg to look over that right shoulder. Nice. Inhale to sit up tall. Breathing out to look over the shoulder. Go for one more breath there. Okay, inhale, come back through center, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, release, give it a good shake out. Sorry, I think my camera keeps going dark and light. Hopefully you can still hear me, I guess. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to take the right leg out, left leg in. Nice. And then from there, let's inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, taking it over to the side. And just notice how this side may feel different to the other. Inhale, coming open the chest up toward the ceiling. Breathing out as there's space to come into that side bend, even if it's just a little bit more. So a big part of stretching is that we're listening to our body. Does your body feel safe enough to go into that stretch? Usually an indication of it doesn't feel safe. You'll feel it pulling and you'll feel like you're forcing through it. Maybe you're not breathing. So find where your space or where your body feels safe to be. And then you deeply breathe in. Breathe out. Try to relax those areas that may be feeling like they're pulling or feel contracted. So to stretch your body has to feel safe to relax. Nice. Let's go for one more breath. And again, you might be more upright. You might be more folded. Okay. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. And exhale, that your right hand is coming onto your knee, the other hand sits behind, and again, you might put it like this, inhale to lengthen, then exhale, using your hand to twist to look over the back shoulder. So inhale to sit a little taller, and then as you breathe out, make sure you breathe out first, create some space, and then twist. Last breath in. Inhale, we'll come back through to center, reaching the arms up. And exhale, release the hands, give the legs a good shake out. And then let's start to transition ourselves onto the entirety of the mat. You don't have to change your camera view or anything like that. And then we'll rock back and forth, and if that doesn't feel too great for you, then feel free just to land yourself down, rocking side to side. Whenever you're ready, joining me on our back as we visit our second to last pose, one of my favorites, so those that practice with me quite often probably know this one. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side, creating a diamond shape with your legs. Hands can rest onto the belly, hands can rest out to the side. Maybe you'd like to reach the arms up, palms to face up. Maybe you bend the arms. So the options with the hands up onto the belly, out to the side. Arms reach up, elbows bend. This just invites a bit more space into the chest. Perhaps you may take the feet closer in or further out, just find what feels good for you. And then as we settle in there, notice how your body responds, lying onto the ground. And observe how your body responds. So the hips opening, if you've taken the arms out and up, the chest line opening, or a gentle stretch there. And notice your breath as you breathe in, and as you breathe out. And guided by your breath, as you softly breathe out, is there anywhere that you could soften and release a little bit more? Your body doesn't feel safe to be there, you can use some cushions to wedge the cushions underneath your thighs for support. Nice, and in your own time, we're going to take our 3 final breaths in. And with each breath out, is there anywhere else that you could surrender and soften, releasing your body into that pose that little bit more? Nice, and whenever you're ready to, those that have taken the arms out, start to guide the arms in. Use your hands to guide the knees in. And there you might want to hook the knees in and gently rock side to side. You might want to bring the feet down mat width, going back into those windscreen wipers, side, then to the side. Or if you'd like to take a moment of stillness, you might bring the feet out mat width, knees together in constructive rest. And that's quite a nice counter pose as well. So up to you, what does your body need? Does it need a bit of movement after that pose? Does it need some stillness? Tuning and listening into your body. And feel free to start to prepare yourself for our relaxation. So you might want to pop your socks back on, any layers back on. If you want to turn the lights down, feel free to do so. But when you're ready, we're going to meet in corpse pose Shavasana. Feet out mat width, palms to face up, arms alongside the body or hands can rest on the belly. Perhaps you quite like the exercise of placing the hand onto the belly and the hand onto the chest to feel and listen or observe your breath. If it doesn't feel comfortable for your lower back, then you're going to come into constructive rest. Feet out, mat width, knees together. It's entirely up to you. As you get settled in, to notice, as you arrive back into that first pose, how do you feel right now? Physically, mentally, emotionally? Taking your time, no rush. Perhaps maybe observing anything that may feel different from when you first arrived. Taking the time to listen without any criticism, without any judgment, with an open heart to listen to your body. As we take the time to relax, to come into neutral and receive the benefits of our practice today. Letting go of feet and legs. Letting the hips sink into the floor and the back to unravel. And your next breath in, feeling the belly and chest rise, expand. And as you breathe out, softening belly and chest, relaxing the shoulders and the arms, all the way down to the fingertips. Relaxing the head as the neck and throat softens, releasing the jaw, mouth and cheeks, temples, and can we maybe feel the tiny muscles surrounding the eyes, and relaxing eyeballs, eyelids, eyebrows, and space in between the eyebrows. Unraveling the forehead. Your next breath out, releasing anywhere to deepen that relaxation. As we surrender, as we let go, as we relax. there's no rush at all. Taking your time to guide yourself back, noticing the points of contact with ground, noticing the air brushing against the skin. Start to wriggle fingers and wriggle toes. Start to rock the head side to side, and in your own time, feel free to take a full body stretch. And then go ahead to give yourself a big hug and squeeze as you hug the knees in towards the chest, inviting yourself back into your day. Feel free to gently rock side to side. You may want to roll over to the right. Or if you want to, you can rock back and forth to guide yourself up into a comfortable seat, where we're going to meet with the palms at the center of the chest. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. And as we arrive in theme with our practice, perhaps you'd like to set the intention to listen with an open heart, without criticism or judgment. At least maybe intending that for the rest of the day. And if that doesn't really feel accessible today, perhaps you would like to think of something that you feel grateful for sharing this practice in celebrating ESEA Heritage Month and Moon Day. It means reconnecting back to faces that I've not seen in a while and new faces. And with that warmth of gratitude, let's bring ourselves back and close our practice. Inhale, let's circle the arms up over the head. Exhale, palms together, hands down through center. Namaste. So thank you for joining practice. Thank you for joining ESEA Heritage Month and Moon Salutations for Moon Day.